On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Leash.
A long, flexible cord or chain used to restrain or control a dog, or other animals, a figurative tool used to control or limit someone's behavior or actions.
Examples:
Dog leash. Walk on a leash. Make sure to put the leash on your dog before walking.
Trump.
A playing card with a picture of a trumpeter on it, used in certain card games.
Examples:
Trump card. Choose trump. The trump suit in the game of bridge is determined at the beginning of each hand.
Rodent.
A small, gnawing mammal, such as a mouse, rat, or squirrel, that has sharp incisors and typically has a long, thin tail.
Examples:
Rodent repellent. Prevent rodent damage. He set up a trap to catch the rodent.
Heartbeat.
The regular movement or sound of the heart as it sends blood around the body, an animating or vital unifying force.
Examples:
Heartbeat abnormality. A pounding heartbeat. New York is the commercial heartbeat of America.
Inequity.
A lack of fairness or justice, an unfair or unequal situation or practice.
Examples:
Inequity in education. Market inequity. There's an inequity in the criminal justice system that needs to be addressed.
Pervade.
To spread throughout something, to permeate.
Examples:
Pervade society. Pervade an atmosphere. The smell of baking bread pervaded the kitchen.
Tenet.
One of the fundamental ideas or beliefs upon which a theory or broader group of views is founded.
Examples:
Basic tenets. A fundamental tenet of Judaism. This section explains a central tenet of economics.
Confession.
A formal statement in which one admits that they have done something wrong or illegal.
Examples:
A confession of guilt. A confession of faith. The prisoner made a full confession and admitted to his crime.
Intern.
To put someone in prison, especially for political or military reasons. Noun, a student or trainee who works, sometimes for free, to get work experience or to fulfill qualification criteria.
Examples:
Intern civilians. Medical intern. The Navy interned ships of defeated nations.
Incarcerate.
To put or keep somebody in prison or in a place from which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Incarcerate the murderer. Incarcerate her for life. He was incarcerated for the duration of the war.
Disparity.
A significant difference or inequality between two or more things.
Examples:
The disparity between theory and reality. Income disparity. There is a significant disparity in pay between men and women in the company.
Disproportionately.
In a way that is not reasonably or appropriately balanced, equal, or distributed, in a manner that is unequal or excessive about something else.
Examples:
Disproportionately affected. Disproportionately high. The rich can often disproportionately benefit from tax breaks and other advantages.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Coronavirus.
A large family of viruses that can cause illness in humans and animals, which name comes from the crown-like spikes on the surface of the virus, which can be seen under a microscope, and COVID-19 is caused by a specific type of coronavirus known as SARS-CoV-2.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Upend.
To turn or flip over, to overthrow or upset the established order.
Examples:
Upend a table. Upend a tradition. The sudden news upended their plans for the weekend.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal.
Examples:
Descendant of a pioneer. Third generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Enslave.
To make someone a slave, to deprive someone of their freedom of choice or action.
Examples:
Enslave poor peasants. Enslave indigenous people. Her beauty enslaved me completely.
Ethnology.
An academic field that compares and analyzes the characteristics of different peoples and the relationships between them.
Examples:
Regional ethnology. Museum of Ethnology. Recently, some anthropologists conducted an interesting comparative study in ethnology.
Predispose.
To make someone susceptible.
Examples:
Predispose to the development of cancer. Predispose me to become a novelist. Her outstanding achievement predisposes people to like her.
Servile.
Excessively submissive or obedient, behaving like a servant or slave without questioning authority.
Examples:
servile to authority, servile obedience. The new employee's servile behavior towards his boss was disturbing.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
opportune occasion, an opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Disempower.
To deprive of power, authority, or influence, to make someone or something less powerful or effective.
Examples:
disempower the employees, disempower the opposition. The politicians' efforts to disempower marginalized communities were met with widespread criticism.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
invade other tissues, invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Individualize.
To make something personal or more personal to suit the needs of a particular person, place, etc.
Examples:
individualize each patient, individualize dosages. Our schools offer individualized education by excellent teachers.
Accrue.
Of a benefit or sum of money, to increase or accumulate in number or amount over a period of time.
Examples:
accrue to the general treasury, benefits accrue to the community. 2% interest will accrue on your savings account.
Altruistic.
Showing a selfless and disinterested concern for the happiness and well-being of other people.
Examples:
altruistic behavior, altruistic instincts in social animals. The company tried to build an altruistic image.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
flu pandemic, global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Confederate.
A person who is allied or associated with another person or group, especially in a political or military context. A supporter of the Confederate States of America.
Examples:
Confederate soldier, Confederate government. The two countries are confederates and have a strong alliance.
Dismantle.
To take apart or demolish a structure, machine, system, or the like, to strip off fittings or equipment.
Examples:
dismantle a machine, dismantle a system. The old building had to be dismantled because it was structurally unsound.
Livelihood.
A means of earning money people need to pay for food, a place to live, clothing, etc.
Examples:
A means of livelihood. Livelihood assistance. I could no longer earn my own livelihood.
Recession.
A period of economic decline, typically lasting for 6 months or more, during which trade and industrial activity decrease, and unemployment increases.
Examples:
Recession period. Recover from a recession. The country is facing a recession, with high unemployment and low GDP.
Redline.
A boundary or threshold beyond which something is no longer acceptable or allowed. A mark or line drawn in red to indicate a specific limit or danger zone.
Examples:
Red line speed. Red line level. The neighborhood was affected by a red line drawn by real estate agents to keep specific populations out.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Diversify.
To make something include more different types or things, to spread out activities or investments.
Examples:
Diversify my portfolio. Diversify energy sources. This inclusive environment has allowed the plant species to diversify.
Exhaustion.
The state of being extremely tired and lacking energy or strength.
Examples:
Exhaustion of energy. Emotional exhaustion. The long work hours were taking a toll on her mental exhaustion.
Addict.
A person who cannot stop using or doing something as a habit, especially something harmful.
Examples:
A drug addict. Internet addict. We have become TV addicts due to video streaming services.
Alcoholism.
A chronic disorder characterized by dependence on alcohol and repeated excessive use of alcoholic beverages.
Examples:
Acute alcoholism. Alcoholism recovery. He lost everything due to his alcoholism.
Restrain.
To prevent or hold back from doing something, often by physical or moral force, to limit or restrict one's actions or behavior, to control or moderate strong emotions or impulses.
Examples:
Restrain from violence. Restrain a child. The police had to restrain the suspect after he became violent during the arrest.
Revert.
To return to a previous state or condition, to reply.
Examples:
Revert to a heavy smoker. Revert to the original subject. After trying the new software, I reverted to the old version.
Liberate.
To set free, to release or rescue from captivity or oppression.
Examples:
Liberate people from oppression. Liberate potential. The prisoners were liberated after the war ended.
Wallow.
To lie or roll about in a relaxed, lazy manner, to indulge oneself excessively in something, often in a way that is seen as self-pitying or unproductive. Noun, a state of self-indulgent or self-pitying emotions or behavior.
Examples:
Emotional wallow. Wallow in self-pity. After a long day, I like to wallow in a hot bath to relax my muscles.
Feminism.
The belief in and advocacy of equal rights, opportunities, and treatment for all genders, particularly women, and the recognition of the systematic and cultural oppression of women in society.
Examples:
Radical feminism. Liberal feminism. She is a strong advocate for feminism and works tirelessly for women's rights.
Intersect.
To meet or cross one another.
Examples:
Intersect at a point. Railways intersect the country. Her multidisciplinary works intersect music and picture with writing.
Heterosexual.
Attracted to individuals of the opposite sex.
Examples:
Heterosexual relationship. Heterosexual marriage. He identified as heterosexual and had never considered being with someone of the same gender.
Queer.
Strange or odd, typically in an interesting or attractive way.
Examples:
Queer money. Queer fashion. The behavior of the clown at the party was quite queer.
Transgender.
Relating to or denoting a person whose gender identity does not correspond to that person's biological sex assigned at birth.
Examples:
Transgender person. Transgender rights. Many transgender individuals face discrimination and marginalization in society.
Bigotry.
Intolerance toward those who hold different opinions from oneself.
Examples:
Ethnic bigotry. Self-righteous bigotry. Bigotry and discrimination have no place in our society.
Pinnacle.
The highest point or peak of something, particularly a mountain or a career, the greatest or highest level of achievement or success.
Examples:
Architectural pinnacle. Reach the pinnacle. Climbing to the pinnacle of the mountain is a challenge that many outdoor enthusiasts strive to achieve.
Womanhood.
The state or condition of being an adult female, a term used to describe the social and cultural aspects of being a woman.
Examples:
Womanhood experience. Embrace womanhood. The celebration of womanhood is often disregarded in male-dominated industries.
Masculine.
Having characteristics or an appearance that are usually regarded as typical or appropriate for men.
Examples:
Wear masculine attire. Masculine beauty. Her allure lies in her masculine rather than feminine beauty.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them see no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
Degrade his public image. Degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Homophobia.
A strong fear, aversion, or hostility towards people who are homosexual or towards homosexuality itself. Discrimination or prejudice against lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning LGBTQ individuals based on their sexual orientation or gender identity.
Examples:
Homophobia awareness. Homophobia in sports. The politician's remarks about same-sex marriage revealed his deep-seated homophobia.
Hypersexual.
Having an abnormally or excessively high level of sexual desire or behavior.
Examples:
Hypersexual behavior. Hypersexual disorder. The therapist helped the patient deal with hypersexual tendencies and healthily manage their behavior.
Egregious.
Outstandingly bad or shocking, conspicuously or outrageously bad or reprehensible.
Examples:
Egregious claim. An egregious error. It was an egregious mistake and caused significant harm to the company's reputation.
Discern.
To see, perceive, or understand something that is not obvious.
Examples:
Discern the big picture. Discern friend from foe. Parents need to help their children discern right and wrong.
Wane.
To decrease in size, strength, or intensity.
Examples:
Wane over time. Wane in popularity. The fragrance of this material wanes over weeks to months.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples:
Horrify audience. Horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Oppress.
To treat people in a cruel and authoritarian way, especially by denying them the same freedoms, rights, etc. as other people.
Examples:
Oppress the minority. oppress the people with force. Historically, many countries have often oppressed certain religions to gain the support of the majority of the population.
Sizable.
Large in size or amount.
Examples:
Sizable portion. Sizable audience. He has a sizable fortune and is one of the wealthiest people in the city.
Assimilate.
To take in and understand information or ideas, to integrate.
Examples:
Assimilate into society. Assimilate a language. The immigrant struggled to assimilate into the new culture.
Peel.
To remove the skin of fruit and vegetables.
Examples:
Peel a fruit. Peel off easily. The storm had peeled all paint off the siding.
Scab.
A dry, rough crust that forms over a wound or sore during the healing process. A person who continues to work while others are on strike or participate in union-breaking activities.
Examples:
Scab on skin. Thick scab. The worker had a scab on his knee from falling on the pavement.
Stormy.
Marked by strong winds, heavy rain, thunder, and lightning, characterized by tumultuous or rough emotions, particularly in a relationship or situation.
Examples:
Stormy relationship. Stormy weather. The city council meeting was stormy, as people argued about a controversial new policy.
Cynical.
Believing that people are motivated by self-interest, distrustful of human sincerity or integrity.
Examples:
Cynical remarks. Cynical worldview. He was very cynical and didn't believe anything anyone said unless he saw evidence for himself.
Purview.
The range or scope of authority, responsibility, or influence of a particular person, group, or organization.
Examples:
The purview of the committee. Beyond the purview of the law. The issue falls within the purview of the legal department.
Policymaker.
A person in charge of or involved in developing action plans for a political party, business, etc.
Examples:
Education policymaker. Regional policymaker. Policymakers struggle to develop various laws and regulations to address international trade conflicts.
Shackle.
A metal ring, bar, or other device used to confine, restrain, or limit freedom of movement, a restraint or impediment of any kind.
Examples:
Shackle chains. Metal shackle. The prisoner wore heavy shackles on his wrists and ankles.